Woo! Hello and welcome to Nerdatory episode 26. I'm Stacy, and with me as always is my lovely Georgie.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh.
You doing good? Yeah, that's
For
you.
some reason I thought we were talking to the audience. It's just like, yes, audience, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. A little sweaty. I had a Red Bull, so I might be a little like, yes, energy. Or I might just go straight into crashing and be very sleepy. Might be both.
Oh no.
Especially since Georgie and I had about a half-hour conversation before we even started, and we had a lot of giggles, and I got myself a giggle headache.
About Geordie Shore as well, of all things.
It's a fun show. You never know.
No, but we've got plenty to talk about this evening, haven't we? Well, it's evening for me. It's like afternoon for you, but yeah. Well, shall we start off with The Walking Dead, which, well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of bored with it. I don't know. I'm not feeling the same kind of The Walking Dead's on, I have to watch it vibe at the moment. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested and I'm excited for it, but so far it's just I don't know. I feel it's kind of weird that they instantly wanted to grab the audience this season with a bunch of walkers coming in. But I thought it was interesting. Like, I really liked episode 2 because after episode 1, I thought, oh God, spoilers. Who's the one that's honking that horn? And I was just thinking, is it the governor or the mayor? Because she's just like barely holding on. Is it Morgan? Yeah. Is it Morgan? Did he get over there fast and just started honking it? Is it Carl again being a little bellend? Is it
a bellend?
Jordan Shore is teaching me many things. Is it that little shit, that one son that's all angry with Rick for killing his father that murdered someone?
Yeah, the kid whose face seems to not change. It's like devoid of any emotion, isn't it? The kid just has one look and one look only, and it's
he killed my dad.
This is the look. That's it.
Yeah, and even like the mom, the way she reacted to Rick, like, don't touch my son. I was just thinking, you're right. I shouldn't have touched your son by pushing him off to the side before he dove off of a cliff. You're absolutely right. Exactly. I'm so sorry for your viewing. Oh my God. I want to strangle him. Okay. Yeah, and I just thought it was very interesting how, and then it's just like, is it the W people, like, setting them up with the horn thing? But it was just a very interesting way how that ended up happening.
I'm having a real hard time with the characters as well at the moment. It's like I can't remember who the hell these people are.
No, there's new people. That fire guy, Heat, or whatever his name is.
Who's the really, really hot guy? In the second episode, he had the rifle and he was just taking pot shots at
the guy that was all wimping out the sun.
Was it him?
Didn't want to go in because was he missing every time he was shooting?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's the mayor's son. I don't know.
Bit of bit.
Yeah, that's all I could focus on. I was just like, why are you being a baby? I was like, why are you missing all the shots? Why did they assign you if you can't shoot? That's all I'm focusing on. It's like, why are you here? Yeah. Just like, protect your mom. Yeah, right. You're good. Wait, was that even his mom? I think it was. Like, yeah, right. You're not gonna be able to protect her. Yeah, it's nuts. It's pretty great though. Like, these people that have been isolated from the incident are now seeing how just completely insane the outside world is and how they're not prepared for it whatsoever. Like the mayor telling Maggie, like, you know what, you go because I can't. I'm just going to be another person that needs saving. And it's true.
They are kind of useless, aren't they? It's like, there was like gated community type people who don't really have to deal with anybody apart from maybe the security guard, that type thing.
And relying too heavily on the security guard to keep the bad things out.
Exactly, yeah. And what was it? Carl all I could really think about, and this is how interested I am in The Walking Dead at the moment, right? The hot guy got my attention. Carl needs a fucking haircut.
Yes!
And
it looks like a bad wig! I was saying that with the last episode since it was more Carl. I was like, what's wrong with his hair? His hair is just so like, I want to just... the lady that Rick was interested in, she should sneak in there, prop him up like the Midnight Barber, and have his way with him. Have her way with him. And just give him a mullet. Give him anything but the hair he has right now. It's just so bad, and it's so distracting and so gross. He needs a haircut. If Rick got a haircut and a face cut.
Quote Bianca Del Rio on that. It's like, if I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to come into your room and cut your wigs up.
He needs a better wig.
Oh, totally. That was one of the only things that I could concentrate on. The hot guy, Carol needs a haircut, and the return of Carol the badass.
Yeah, but like now Carol's having some issues.
Yeah, she's gone a bit. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, but Jeff and I were having a laugh that Carol's like the master of blending in. How when she broke them out of Terminus, she had that poncho with zombie guts. And then when the shit was hitting the fan with this gated community incident, she already blended into one of them. She had the hood and the W and the bandana. Carol's amazing.
Well, that was cracking me up because it's like, and this is my train of thought going completely skew if again. But when she donned all that garb, the dark cloak with the hood and what have you, I just instantly thought of the merchant from Resident Evil 4. So I'm just thinking, yeah, she's going to like pull back this cloak at some point and go, what are you buying? Like, that was instantly what I thought of this. But thinking about it, it's nice to have somebody like that because Carol used to be a complete fucking doormat. And every so often she has these badass moments, and it's, I don't know, it just I kind of liken her to the likes of Linda Hamilton in the Terminator films and Sigourney Weaver in Alien. You know, just these kind of, you know, just regular run-of-the-mill women that do this, that, and the other, and then they just suddenly have to become tough as shit, basically through a series of events. That's how it happens. And you don't really see that much in TV now or films or anything like that because they're either instantly a badass or they have a montage, basically. That's how it goes now. You know, you don't see that progression.
Or their toughest part of them is just emotionally dealing with it and just letting the guy kind of be the strong one, which is super annoying.
Yeah, doing all the physical shit. No, it winds me up in a lot of media these days. It's like, yeah, they're either hard as nails to begin with, or like you said, yeah, they just does my head in. But I hope this season gets better as it goes on. Oh, and another thing that I have to mention as well, and this is another reason why I'm just completely not right with The Walking Dead at the moment. The what are they calling it? The Walking Dead Sunday Spectacular Massive, absolutely fucking brilliant 90-minute long episode business that they're doing. I'm only interested in that because at some point they will show the trailer for the Preacher series, which I can't wait for.
Oh, that's
exciting.
That's
what they're rumoring to do. So it's like,
oh my god!
Can't wait.
Wait, so is it starting soon? Then, if they're showing a trailer for it, because they can't announce it that far in advance.
Well, I don't know exactly when the time frame is going to be. Nobody really knows when it is going to get a sort of estimate air date out like that. But that is apparently the rumor that's going around, that during the massive long episode of The Walking Dead, when it is in a couple of weeks or something, they are apparently going to show a preview trailer for Preacher. So yay! I can't wait for that. I love the comics.
Yeah. I've only read the first volume, and I just love that. I love that the cross earring vampire punk guy, because it was just very like Lost Boys and Billy Idol, and it's just so great. And the humor in it, and the way was it the angels, the way they looked. I don't know if it's the angels. Is it the angels or the demons? What did they show in that comic? I think it was Angels. I have it somewhere. But yes, I may be confusing this a little bit with Bayonetta. But I remember I liked the art for it.
Yeah.
I also like the art for Bayonetta.
I've got a couple of the collective issues upstairs in my attic somewhere. Fuck knows why they're up there. I haven't got a clue.
Just start away.
I don't know. They're all up there. But yeah, I need to dig them out, actually. Reread them.
Yeah, I need to finish reading it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but yeah, I think they're coming out. They're republishing them, which I'm glad, because when I did buy the first volume, it was just in kind of bad condition, and it's kind of more expensive trying to get a better one. So if they reprint them, there you go, that'd be awesome and cheaper and nicer. But
they did that with Powers. They did that with Powers, actually, when that started showing on. Yeah, they did a whole new run when the series come out on PlayStation. So it's like, yeah, and that's coming for a second series as well, which is gonna be awesome.
Any news on when they're gonna announce the announcement date? I'm not gonna forget that.
I need more of that. That's it. I think every company needs to do that. They need to just let it will, like with the Deadpool movie as well. The teaser for the trailer.
Oh, that was great. It was so
cute. The teaser trailer. This is like Deadpool teaser trailer section or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was
cool, naming it's weird. But last thing on Walking Dead, I feel like the shirts and just the motto, like, oh, if Daryl dies, we riot. I would be more upset if Carol died, because Carol's just such an intricate part, and like Daryl, he's just kind of in the background a lot of the time, or he's given a lot less than what Carol gets. I guess scene-wise and just being there on the day-to-day thing, because he wasn't even there the last episode, I think. Oh, well, it's because he was driving a little motorcycle, but he's just like this brooding-ish kind of character. And sometimes I have an issue with brooding, and I blame Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because Angel, he was just so much brooding. The brooding for a lifetime. And I think that's why I kind of don't like Arrow, because he's kind of broody, and it's just like, I can't deal with brooding. Mm-hmm. Just too much brooding.
Too much.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see like what plays out, since Daryl wants more people, but Rick is like, no more. And that's not his accent, but I can't do it, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I like how Rick can occasionally get a shave, but his own fucking son can't get a cut.
Yes! Jesus. Ew, and I want Carol to shave again. I like when she's bald.
That's what it is. It's like, nah, we're not really bothered about the story. We're more bothered about why can't we keep some personal hygiene upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's you can tell when a show really isn't hitting the mark when you're noticing stupid shit like that. It's, oh god, it was like that episode of Gotham, wasn't it, where Barbara's wearing a fucking prison dress. That bothered me.
That was weird. Really? I saw another person with one. Since we did Nerdatory, and then I watched it, I was on the lookout, and there was one other person with it, but they were wearing like pants underneath it. Barbara wasn't.
That doesn't count. Barbara's wearing a fucking prison dress. God damn it.
Okay. Now, should we move on
to the Flash?
Yeah. Move on before we accidentally skip Flash and go to Gotham. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the Flash. Just as a short kind of recap, this season started. Barry didn't want to work as a team because he didn't want anybody else to get hurt, because half of the Flame On people died, which ended up being What's-Her-Face's fiance, husband, again. But then he learns the error of his ways, and he needs other people, and then lo and behold, Harrison Wells left this kind of last will and testimony thing, and he left him a video. And yeah, he was kind of mushy about it, which that's why I kind of liked Wells, even though he's kind of a bad guy. He had this charm about him. And he was easy on the eyes too. And I changed his shoes for some reason. Spacing out. Okay, yeah, he was saying that he left the Star Labs thing, and he confessed to the murder of Barry's mom. So his dad got released. Mm-hmm. And then the episode that Georgie hasn't seen. Okay, so they're having issues with these little wormholes opening up around town, and the new Flash B is trying to help them. And now there's a bad guy called Zoom, very threatening sounding, yes. And they have the biggest wormhole is located in Star Labs, and they're trying to, I guess they're saying that there's an unstable door and a hallway, and then the door to the world B. And they're trying to fix the doors so they're stable, so the hallway will be stable, and so they can get to the other side. Flash B fixes it. And then they're like, okay, yeah, we did it. So, let's move away from this area and just leave these doors open and just walk away. And Harrison Wells comes out of it.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's just leave this
until something happens.
Oh, just like, really, you're gonna leave that open? Of course this is gonna happen. And they don't have surveillance there. They're not looking. Flash B got in there easy peasy with no powers.
Well, so like they don't have some random inept security guard, anything like that. Just nah.
Yeah. Let's see. New characters wise, the new detective working with. With Iris's dad. Officer stuff. Captain stuff. Lieutenant detective stuff. I don't know his rank either.
The roster.
And I kind of like her. She's quirky and just kind of dorky. She's enjoyable. She kind of reminds me of that girl from Arrow, but different.
But different.
Yeah, because she's less kind of knowledgeable in the stuff that the girl from Arrow is. And I don't know her too well, so I don't know how different they are. Because I don't watch Arrow.
Another side note. Flash relates with Arrow, and in a couple of weeks' time, I think Constantine is going to end up in one of the episodes of Arrow, and I will watch that because Harry Welshman. And yay! The only time I will ever willingly watch Arrow.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a guy from a fucking cancelled TV show.
That's such bullshit. I hope they somehow bring it back. I mean, he's ending up on the CW, so maybe it'll open doors if they see that if that show gets good ratings. Hopefully, not a lot of Constantine fans watch Arrow, so a lot will tune in and.
And if nothing happens, I'm going to write them a letter. I'm going to write them an angry letter.
I think you should, and I will too.
Bad words in it.
Threatening letter then. I feel like there's really not a lot to talk about on the Flash. Cisco's having vision powers, but he's not telling anyone, which it's always so annoying when it's like a very supernatural thing for him to do. There's a problem that's going to escalate, but I'm not going to tell anyone except for the guy that's potentially dying. Oh, the Flame On guy, the part that the group member that's still alive, the older one, the doctor, whatever, he did a weird thing. He's been having some health issues in the episode, and he was having another like stroke-like moment, and he did his little Flame On thing with red normal flames, but then he turned blue flame, and then he just fell on the floor. Yeah, that's how they left the room with the doors open.
How'd she do?
That's what happened. I forgot that was kind of a big moment too. I was just Harrison Wells focused. What was that? What's that guy's name? Jim? Okay, I'm not gonna remember Iris's dad's name, but I'm gonna try.
We'll just call him Jim then. We'll call him Jim. So Jim.
Okay.
I always forget who the doctor woman is, the one with the boyfriend who apparently got sacked in the original. Yeah. What's she called again?
No, it's not Clarissa.
Caitlin Snow. That's it.
Caitlin! Yeah.
I'm surprised I even remembered that. But more rumors and shit. I saw an image of her actually as Killer Frost. So I don't know what that's all about, if it's like official or something, because I didn't really look too much into it. Because I was actually researching Killer Frost for a cosplay idea, but and then this popped up, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool actually. If Caitlin Snow does become Killer Frost at some point, and they send an image of her with all the fucking garb on and shit. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I need to start watching this program like properly, instead of just thinking, oh, I'll just catch up with it, because I never fucking do. I've got so much shit to watch, but yeah.
But you're all caught up on Once Upon a Time.
Oh god, I need to fucking watch this week's episode as well. Jesus Christ.
I'm so
I'm so far behind everything.
I
need more eyeliner in my life.
And then Charming, and then Robin Hood. I hope he comes back. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Poor evil queen, man. Okay, anyway, but she gets shafted left and right. Got him.
Got him. Yeah. Well, it's nice to actually see a sort of proper female villain for a start, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Yeah. And pretty crazy, wasn't intimidating.
Yeah, and you're not chasing her around in the fucking Batmobile that ends up on its ass. Yeah,
so frustrating.
Fucking Firefly, Jesus Christ. No, I thought this week's episode was not as good as maybe the first few, but you can see that it is starting to get in the swing of things now, which is a good thing. Yeah, a proper female villain, and it's like, what did I say it the other week? I was thinking, oh my god, the guy that's playing Theo Gallivan, I know him from somewhere, and I tell you, this is how much a different hairstyle can fucking alter somebody's appearance that much, to the point where I can't recognise them.
Wait, where did you say that's from?
It's James Frayne. He was Franklin in True Blood.
That's right. He was the guy that I was obsessed with. Sophie. Sookie. Yeah, Tara, and he was just insane. That's right. You know what? When you told me he was in True Blood, I still couldn't remember who he was, not until now.
No, that's it. And all it was, I'm like looking at his face in fucking Gotham, thinking, I know this guy from somewhere. Where do I know him from? He's been in something that I really quite enjoyed, and all he's done is like slicked his hair back. I know, gone. And then
I'm gonna Google him. I want to see his hair slicked back.
Forget what else he was. He's been in a bunch of stuff, and he always usually plays the villain of some variety as well. I remember that much.
He has like the Evil Dead eyes.
Yeah, he's just got a face for evil, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Well, like a very like anti-social kind of like, I don't care about you. I'm gonna do it my way, and I'm the winner. Let's see.
Exactly. No, while Gotham in the last episode, that's the guy. Yeah, that's him. He was like freakishly adorable in True Blood, but
I was
crazy at the same time.
I mean, sure, it would have been a very Stockholmy relationship, but he was no, I shouldn't even condone it. He was when he wasn't beating her and being crazy. Yeah, he was just too crazy.
Yeah. He's doing a good job as Theo in Gotham, I think. He does have that edge of sinisterness about it. But it's like this episode, while it has introduced an actual proper sort of female villain, if you want to call her that. What was her name again? I want to say Beth, but it's not fucking Beth. Bridget. One of the sisters from some mad family who just basically like setting fire to everything.
Only she doesn't like it.
No, she doesn't like it, and she gets burned, and she makes herself a fireproof suit, and it's cute and everything, and she knows Selena Kyle and all this kind of crap. I think it was kind of like a part filler episode, part actually sticking to some kind of fucking story. Because the main thing that distracted me was the adorableness of Eddie. Oh my god.
They're so cute together. I was dying. So adorable, feeding each other, both of them with glasses, and it's working out, and he's happy. And then he made a toast, and he answered his own riddle, and he's being sociable and normal and adorable. And he didn't take off his glasses once. He's weird without his glasses.
Yeah.
Well,
He totally
weird.
is. His fucking crazy alter egos. He just kind of fades in the background when he ain't got his bloody glasses on. It's so weird.
I bet Kristen, or whatever her name is, would be the same, because her glasses are really cute too, and I think that's what makes them kind of adorable together. And he's just so
Yeah.
I think that was the highlight.
Setting up, don't you think, for like a massive calm down?
Oh,
that's what it is. Oh my god.
And then it's just really gonna snap, because if killing a guy that was kind of abusive in a relationship set him a bit over edge, I can't imagine him like killing somebody he actually cares about. That's just hello, Riddler.
Hey. And then everything's gonna turn green. Was it green with question marks? That's going to be brilliant. I was thinking, we finally do discover why Galavan is being such an asshole. And it's some fucking family dispute from God knows how long ago. His family and a bunch of other families that essentially made Gotham what it was. Obviously, the Wayne family were involved, and they were the top bollocks in this pile of influential families at the time. And it's got shit to do with sexual assault and stuff, and then the whole
allegedly
arm thing,
sexual assault
knife, allegedly, the arm thing, and he's after this fucking knife which is in this safe somewhere. Oh god damn it! And the Firefly, what she called, forget her name. I said in it, Bridget. Yeah, she ends up going nicking this stuff and exploding things and all that good shit.
Touching eyeballs.
Yeah, the eyeball in the just have a look in that little box in the bottom of your bag, and then there's an eyeball in it. Delightful, surrounded by jelly.
Yeah.
Why are eyeballs when they cut them out always surrounded by jelly?
And I was thinking too, I had kind of a Kill Bill moment where after she dropped the eyeball, I kind of wanted her to step on it and squish it. Yeah, that it's just. I was really excited when I saw that she was getting her outfit ready. I was like, Firefly, and I was like, ah, and then a little bit of anger because following Firefly around. I'm never gonna live that down, and I still have to beat that game. But yes,
oh my god.
I'm really bad with video games. I beat Life is Strange, but we'll talk about that later. And yes, Gotham. Yeah, I think that's the Gallahan, the guy, Theo. I think his story's kind of lame. He wants to kill a little boy because somebody got their arm chopped off and they were social piranhas.
Yeah,
really?
What was it? They got ousted and they got demoted from high society and stuff, all because of this alleged sexual assault thing. It is kind of lame, that whole story. It better get good. There better be an actual genuine reason why he's such a dick swipe.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, but you know what? I got kind of pumped up. They kept talking about Fish Mooney, and now they kept saying like, when she comes back, and even Butch having a little laugh, saying, when. So I hope. I mean, what if she comes back in the third season? I hope so. I mean, I know she's not gonna kill Penguin, but I'd love Fish Mooney, and I'd want her back, especially after Jerome being dead so early on in the season.
Oh fucking hell! That was like a kick in the teeth when that happened.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It made me like Theo even less. Oh.
No, cross fingers for Fish Mooney and a hopeful return, because she was badass. And she went out in the lamest way possible. So
seriously.
I know.
And then they keep telling Butch, like, oh, you shot Fish Mooney. He shot Penguin too. I don't know why I keep forgetting Penguin's name. It's Penguin.
It's Penguin.
Okay. Should we move on to Bob's Burgers unless you want to say anything else about Gotham? Can't remember anything else.
I can't really remember anything else. Yeah, part filler episode, part story. Oh yeah, it'll get into the swing of things.
It gets annoying, or at least I find it annoying. I find Selena Kyle kind of annoying, but her just saying, "Oh yeah, me and Bridget, I knew her when I was a kid." You're not a kid anymore.
Okay.
Exactly. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you're wearing adult pants.
Although, in saying that, the episode before the one that was on Monday, and you get introduced to Silver St. Cloud, who is supposedly Galavan's like adoptive type niece thing.
Oh, that little girl that's playing the dirty fountain.
Yeah, the weird kid. Because in the comics, Silver St. Cloud was like this high-flying socialite who was like a massive events organizer, like all your really posh shindigs and all that bollocks.
Oh, she was
she was actually Bruce Wayne's bird at one point, and she found out Bruce Wayne was Batman, and she completely broke off all ties with him because she was shit scared of him, getting seriously hurt or killed. So that's how she ties into the Batman thing. But I don't know how it would work with Gotham. Yeah,
we'll see. She might end up being a psychopath.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. Look at Barbara.
Yeah, exactly. I liked when Theo's sister was saying that she was bored, and Theo told her, go hang out with Barbara. And she was like, yeah, I have fun with Barbara, but she's kind of crazy. I just thought that was great.
But she's the dick stabber. She's fucking crazy.
And Barbara, yeah. So it just tells you how like unhinged Barbara's getting or gotten or just shit. Okay. Now moving on to so we're 3 episodes in with the season of Bob's Burgers, and we might not get any more until November 8th. Hopefully IMDb's wrong.
It's kind of sucky.
But it's not unusual because for some reason Bob's Burgers does that often, where it shows you maybe 3 episodes, then you go 2 to 3 weeks without seeing anything, then you'll see 1 episode, and then you'll go weeks without seeing anything again. So frustrating, but it's really good.
Isn't it?
Georgie and I were talking about this before we started too, that last season really wasn't that memorable, or it just didn't have that many not good episodes, but
standout episodes.
Exactly. The amazing Bob's Burgers kind of comedy and just hits. But this season's starting out really, really fun. The first episode, it was kind of take it or leave it because we couldn't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
But the last 2 were pretty great. They had really good lines.
It was definitely the last episode that was just broadcast, that trying to scare Louise, because Louise is completely infallible when it comes to being scared at stuff. So they made the family and all the friends and stuff made it their mission to scare the shit out of Louise. I thought it was a really good episode. It was brilliant.
Yeah. And the episode before that, Tina was having kind of a bad side. And she was texting this boy who was, Ghost Boy? And he was just spray painting little ghost figures everywhere. And she was texting him that she was going to see him soon. And she was debating what she should say exactly. And she ended up writing, see you soon, bitch. She was like, no, too spicy. And I just thought that line was so great.
No, too spicy. Oh, no, I've sent it. Oh.
She's pretty great. And then even falling asleep while Bob's holding her head, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna let you go." No, I'm not gonna let you go. Like let her.
So I have to let her
down.
sleep.
Yeah, and then she wakes up and she's like, "What?" He's like, "Nothing, honey. Go back to sleep." It's just so sweet. It's good. I love Bob's Burgers, and the season's good so far.
I always like Bob's Burgers for like the witty one-liners and just just all the stupid like I think it was in maybe the second episode of the first season, and it just cracks me up all the time because I think it's so funny. Yeah, when is it when Linda's parents come to visit and she's cleaning everything and she sends Bob up in the attic to go and fix all the leaks and stuff. It's Louise at the beginning when she sat at the table and Linda's like, "Oh my God, you're getting all the cereal all over the place." And Louise has got this box of cereal and she starts shaking it, going, "I'm having a seizure, put a wallet in my mouth." Okay, I'm done. And that just set up the entire show for me. I was like, I love this. That's what we need more of.
And then Louise letting Bob borrow her little glow-in-the-dark little animal. And then Bob not wanting to give it back. I always love it, too, when Bob makes the little voices, like goes, "Oh, hi there, Bob. How are you?" I think that's one of my favorite things about Bob, especially after he's had a few to drink. And he does that while he's cooking. Or planting vegetables. Actually, no, he just does that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good show.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Video game top
Is there definitely Yeah. That was just going to say, is there definitely an episode on today, tomorrow? What day are we on? Tomorrow. Is there one on tomorrow?
I don't think so. I mean, now it makes sense why they had their Halloween episode so soon. I guess they're not going to do it until November 8th. Just
God damn it.
So for 3 weeks, 3 Sundays, something.
It's the patience that kills me. Because I don't have any.
I don't either. It's so bad. I wish I did have some. But I don't. I'm not patient enough to get it. Just having problems saying that. Okay.
Video games. Yay.
Yay.
Right. It's Assassin's Creed Syndicate for me, which was released a couple of days ago. And I should have bought it through, actually. I got one of the special editions, which come with a fucking massive figure. Yeah, of Jacob Fry. It's kind of shiny. I quite like this figure. I've got quite a few, actually, of the Assassin's Creed figures that come in the special editions with the game. And this one is quite possibly the most substantial of the lot, which is good. Because, I like substantial figures. And there's no articulation on it or anything, which just suits me down at the ground, because I fucking hate articulated figures. But that's besides the point. That I've been playing the game through, and it's your basic sort of standard Assassin's Creed fare of there's a guy, go kill him, and there's some other missions that you have to do, go and do them, and then you've got to climb up to the top of a fucking big tower and then look down, and then you get more missions, which are all the same. So yeah, pretty basic, but it seems to be a lot more story-driven this time round, as opposed to some of the previous games, which is good. I mean, I don't think it is just another Assassin's Creed game at the moment. I'm waiting for something to jump out and be like, "Haha, we got you, fooled you again." I haven't had that yet. Which is a bit, I don't know. Have you played any of the Assassin's Creed games?
No, the only thing that I played maybe 5 minutes of the first one, and it was mainly just hiding in hay piles and riding around the forest, trying to figure out where my nephew should go next for his mission, and I couldn't figure it out.
Well, this is kind of like pretty much the same, but you don't. I don't know. Yeah, instead of a horse this time, you can actually drive a carriage around. It's around London, set in Victorian times, so it's all Industrial Revolution and shit. And you even get a train as well, a steam train, which is your hideout, and it just goes around all over the place, and you can jump off it or in my. Yeah, it's pretty fun. But yeah, it's like every time I try and jump off this train when it's not stopped at a station, I always end up under the tracks, so I get fucking killed. I'm brilliant at that. I am excellent at getting fucking run over by my own bloody train. No, it's, I don't know. It is, there was... kind of glad that it is set in England finally. I mean, it is set in London, which I always say to people who are not from the UK and always want to visit over here. They're like, oh my God, I really want to go to London. Or it's like, London's not the be all and end all of this country, which really annoys me. Because apparently, as soon as you think of Britain, you don't think of anything other than fucking London. But I mean, the characters, yeah, sort of warming to them. There's well, you play as two twins, and this is one of the main things about the game as well, because you actually have two characters that you can switch between the twins, Jacob and Evie Fry, both assassins. One of them's the cocky loudmouth, which is Jacob, and then you get the other one who's a lot more calm, collected, and quite a bit more intelligent, obviously. And that's Evie. Oh, so you swap between them. Yeah, you finally get to play as a woman this time round, which is kind of good, you know. But I noticed that because they must have had a lot of people complaining, Ubisoft, about the lack of women in video games, apart from just like NPC background characters. And this is killing me because there are a lot more female bad guys in it this time round. Instead of all these random blokes just coming up to you and shoving you about and trying to fucking slice your face off, there's a lot of women walking around, very foul-mouthed cockney women going, oh, you, I'm gonna rip your bloody balls off, mate. Like, oh, God. Come over here and say that to my fucking face. Like, oh...
Oh my God, it sounds like the Hitchers are everywhere.
Yeah. Apples and pears and other various fruits. You know, that's what it's like.
I'm trying to remember the Hitcher rap now.
That was my major gripe about it. Oh, with me solo polo vision. I'm a cockney geezer. Watch me, I believe you. I knew the Ripper when I was just the Ripper. I taught him how to slice. I cut him up a tree. So and we'll stop that now. We'll end up on a massive boosh.
Yeah, because I'm already trying to think. I'll get you in the picture. What is he talking about? Have a cup of tea. Have a cup of tea. Okay.
Creeping in the dead of night.
I'm like eels up inside ya, finding an entrance where they can. Okay, Assassin's Creed, more female bad guys. That's yeah. I don't know. I mean, they had a real shitstorm when they said that it was too difficult to create female characters.
Which it quite clearly isn't.
Yeah. And I mean, that is just such a stupid excuse. They could have been like, no, we're planning to do something kind of awesome, so that's why we haven't showed anything. Mm. I like, bullshit, man. To get somebody from PR to kind of finagle.
What did I mention when I was talking to you the other day about it? Well, it's like, yeah, like I said, oh yeah, if a game is set in Britain, it has to be London, this, that, and the other.
Mm. And the just like the lack of northerner accents.
Yes, God damn it! I am a fucking proud northerner. Northern till I die. I bleed Vimto. I fucking bleed this shit. This is how northern I am. This was created in the north a long fucking time ago. Yeah, that's how northern I am. Very northern. But it's you get apparently two types of British accent, and that's your Cockney, which is your I'm a geezer, diamond chap, blah, and all that bollocks, and then you get your posh received pronunciation, BBC, fucking usually talk all that.
The
bollocks.
Proper English.
Yeah, proper English.
English.
English. It just reminds me of
That's
Austin
right,
Powers, but we won't go into that.
Cat on a turtle. The one that was all sixes and sevens. Oh, I love that part.
I know what you're talking about. She shot on a turtle.
Yeah, and then the subtitles just started getting question marks. It was all turtle. Oh, that's such a good movie.
That's how it is, though. It's like, and I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, right, hang on a second. So we've got Cockneys, we've got the received pronunciation posh wankers, and then all of a sudden we get fucking Alexander Graham Bell, who was Scottish, so we get him. And then there's this other grotty Scotch bin on it who ends up on your fucking train, apparently cleaning it up, but there's fucking papers everywhere, so she's doing her fucking job. And I'm like, hang on a second, where are all the Northerners in this? Like, Jesus Christ, if we have Welsh people and Irish people at some point in this, and Northern English folk, I'm going to be writing another fucking angry letter is what I'm going to be doing. I will gladly offer me services for fuck all. They can pay me in chips. That is what they can do. I will do some voice acting for you, and I'll do it proper, and I'll do it right Northern. Just give us some chips.
I mean, that's
God, any game company actor, seriously, yeah, just gives a bag of chips at the end of my shift, and I'll be right. That's what. Come on,
Yeah,
you can't complain at that.
Yeah, hopefully they'll expand, especially since like you hear so much of the same dialogue from the kind of background characters. Spice things up. It could still be like the repeated track, but I mean they can make it a little bit better.
It's like you can go on forever and a day about diversity in games, and then it gets into the whole sort of racism thing and stuff. It goes even further than that, I think. I think everybody is affected when it comes to stuff like that. I seriously do. It's just so stupid. Have a bit more diversity, even if it comes down to different accents and stuff in your games. You don't really see much of Northerners anywhere. I am always so proud when I see a Northern actor with an actual Northern accent as a villain. This is why I love Gone in 60 Seconds so much, because Christopher Ecclescake was the fucking bad guy in that.
Yes, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I want to watch it. Aww, he's so adorable.
He's like half an hour away from where I'm fucking from.
Oh, I only know him from, well, I found out who he was from Doctor Who, and then he came out in one of the Marvel movies as the bad guy. And yes. I think he came out in something else I watched, and I was like, oh, that was him? He's so adorable.
Well, it's the same with Sean Bean as well. Everybody knows who Sean Bean is, although, to be honest, if you really want to be technically correct, Sean Bean.
I just had a moment where I was like, let's think about his name and see it. Sean Bean. Like, that's such a great name. His parents. And they're like, you know what would be funny?
If we give him a first name that looks sort of similar to his surname, but it's pronounced completely wrong. Oh.
That's so true.
It's brilliant.
But yeah, video games should be more diverse in the way things look and the way things sound, because it's a little bit of, not a little bit, it's more effort, but it'll pay off for all the people playing it. It'll be great to see, great to hear. It'll be funner.
Well, I mean, they even have like the transgendered side covered in this as well.
Oh, wow.
There is, a woman in this game who is from New York who dresses as a bloke and talks like a bloke as well. So it's like, yeah, well, you can have that fucking side covered. Can we just have a bit more linguistic diversity as well? Mm-hmm. And this is from a company whose disclaimer at the beginning of every fucking game they make says, this game has been made by a team of people consisting of different religions, backgrounds, sexual orientation, this, that, and the other. It was like, yeah, you can have that in your office, but you can't have that in your game. Apparently, they are getting better. I will say they are getting better when it comes to, putting different aspects of everything in games. But I suppose you can't please everybody. But I will be writing an angry letter again.
Yeah, push them towards it. I mean, anything. Obviously, that whole push for a female character paid off because they have that now. And you can bet your ass that they're not going to say something that's stupid again.
And besides, the north of England has better words than the south of England anyway. Anything above the Watford Gap, we do it better. Well, what is it? Yeah, Bellend. There you go.
Newcastle. Oh, Newcastle. Oh, Geordie Shore. Oh, so good.
You should come visit me because I go to Newcastle all the time.
There we go. I don't know if I could. Yes. And then we could stop them and be like, Bellend! I know what that means. Be like, I'm going to shit in my hands and clap. Just all the ridiculous stuff. Worldy!
That's so funny. Oh, dear. Last item of the evening.
Yeah. The saddest item. The title of this episode is because of this. So on Tuesday, I believe,
life is utterly depressing.
The final chapter of Life is Strange. I already forgot the name of it. Life is Strange came out, and Georgie and I have played it, and Georgie and I have cried. Yes.
We've cried a lot, actually, haven't we?
Yeah.
Over the entire run of this.
Yeah, especially starting, I think, chapter 2, whichever chapter episode had Chloe in the wheelchair at the end of it. Oh, God. And then the one right after that, jeez. It just got serious so fast and got, to the feels. Because the first chapter was just, I'm a teenager. I can rewind. It's just very drama, very Degrassi, very great. And then it just got real. Well, not real, but real.
The shit went down.
Mm-hmm.
Is what happened.
Yes. I don't know.
Well, it was I don't know. The last chapter, you finally, well, you finally find out exactly what's been happening, and all the creepy shit and stuff. Jesus Christ, I was proper gasp all the way through the first 2/3 of it.
Oh, we got the PT stuff. As soon as I went through the hallway, I was like, this is what Georgie was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went through every single door.
Oh, yeah, I did as well. I went through every single door until I figured out that there was actually something you were supposed to be doing. So I was like, I just go through every door. Oh, my God, it's like PT. Some crazy bitch is going to go, in my face at some point.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't feel that way, or else I would have been terrified. Oh, PT. Now I'm even more sad. But, yeah, it was insane. Like, her passing out and, you being tied up by Jefferson. Yeah, it just didn't say Mr. That's why it sounded weird. Mark Jefferson. And then Victoria lying down on the side and him just, having a go at you with the camera and yelling at you and saying, oh, your innocence is it's so pure. You take a picture of the innocence and then it's going to be, you get dirty, you have the guilt, and you're not Chloe and Rachel and Victoria. And you find out that it was, spoilers. You find out that it was Nathan that killed Amber. Wait, is this episode you find out? Yeah, it was this episode, right? Because you always assumed it was Nathan, but it's not until this episode you find out. Well, it's not until the end of last episode you find out Mr. Jefferson had a stake in it. Yeah, it was weird. And I felt I ended up feeling kind of bad for Nathan. Uh-oh. Georgie, did we lose you? Okay, I'm going to keep talking and hope Georgie comes back. But yeah, it wasn't until this episode that I'm going to message Georgie and see if she's okay. Well, I know she's okay, but computer-wise, what's going on? Yes. Okay, but yeah, just you feel, oh, she disappeared. You end up feeling kind of bad for Nathan because he just hearing a voicemail at one point from Nathan to I can type and talk, I promise. To Georgie invite. Okay. Hearing the voicemail from Nathan to Max and him just apologizing for everything and trying to warn her and just saying how utterly used he felt. Ugh. I mean, he was crazy and he killed someone, but at the same time, you still kind of feel bad for him. Let's see. Okay, Georgie said something happened. So I think we might end the webcast here. Should we? Okay. Okay, yeah. Georgie's internet just satellite cut out. So we're going to be ending the episode here. And we'll continue our discussion on Life is Strange. And hopefully I'll choose the other ending next time. And I'll be able to talk about that too. But oh God, the ending. Oh, I cried. It's just yeah, you commit to something, you commit to storylines, and then it just gets kind of hard picking the right or wrong choice. Yeah. Okay, well, that's it for episode 26-ish. We'll come back with episode 26.5. Bye!